Android 5.0 Jelly Bean coming in the second quarter of 2012. We go hands-on the much-expected Motorola Droid 4, and according to NVIDIA, quad-core phones should ship this quarter. All this and more coming up right now. Hello everyone, I'm Jaime Rivera with PocketNow.com and welcome to Android Revolution, the show where we go through what's hot and what's not inside the world of Google's Android project. Let's start this week off with what's hot. Now call this a rumor or report, whatever you want, but it seems that Google is already working on Android 5.0 Jelly Bean to be released somewhere around June or July of this year. Now you'd wonder, Ice Cream Sandwich is barely a couple of months old. There's pretty much only one device out there in the market, which is the Galaxy Nexus that has it, so you'd wonder what Google's thinking about. And, well, the rumor has it that apparently they're planning on bringing another tablet-centric operating system to the market, and apparently you'll also be able to run Windows 8 on that same tablet whenever Windows 8 is capable of running on ARM chips, whenever Windows 8 launches. But not really sure what's going on here, not really sure if Google wants to follow that path, because apparently, well, Honeycomb was all a mistake and they were working on getting Ice Cream Sandwich to the market to get rid of all that complexity with two operating systems. So, not sure what to make of that. Again, this is just a rumor. Okay, let's continue on and let's move the spotlight over to HTC because apparently, well, we finally got notice of other HTC devices that are getting Ice Cream Sandwich. We already know that the Sensation, the Raider, and also the Resound were getting Ice Cream Sandwich, but now we get word that the Rime, the Thunderbolt, and also the Droid Incredible S are getting the OS upgrade. Now, interesting enough is the fact that, well, the Thunderbolt is part of the HTC Ace line of devices, and we haven't heard anything about the Desire HD or the Evo 4G, so let's see where that leads. And, well, what's this about this weird one line of devices that HTC is planning on bringing out? First of all, remember that Endeavor Edge leak that we had recently? Well, apparently HTC is going to have a One X device being released at MWC, and that's going to be pretty much the same variant to the Edge Endeavor. And then aside from that, we're going to have the One S, which is going to be the Vil. Not sure what they're working on. And finally, it seems that HTC is also working on bringing a PlayStation licensed device. And trust me, with the terrible hardware that we saw with the PlayStation, wait a second, it was the Xperia Play, which I even forget the name because it was a terrible device, terrible hardware, but if HTC could come up with something even better, hey, I'm open to get that. Alright, let's set the spotlight over to Motorola because there are good things and bad things to talk about. First of all, on the good side, well, the DOJ and the European Union have just approved that Google buys Motorola Mobility. Now, when is that going to happen? Well, we're going to have to wait for the rest of Asia to approve that, but at least things are working. And well, on another good note, we recently caught really good leaks on the first Intel-powered Motorola smartphone to be released, and well, looks really good with Ice Cream Sandwich, and they finally drop all that black. Looks really good so far on that device now. When are we going to get it? Hopefully at MWC, but we never know. Out of this week's coverage, make sure you catch Joe Levi's Android Guy Weekly show where he rants and gives you just about everything he thinks about from Android and where it's going. Aside from that, well, Joe also has his hands on the much expected Motorola Droid 4 we never thought would get released, but it's finally here. So far, well, looks pretty good and interesting, but watch the videos because there are things that are not common at all. Joe also later gives us a full video of how the Samsung Galaxy Nexus extended battery works on the device. So far looks really interesting. And he then provides us a full video of Swipe for Ice Cream Sandwich, which also seems really good. Finally, Dan Webster brings us a full review of the Pantech Burst for AT&T, which somehow is not going to make you burst in tears. It seems that Pantech came out with something really good, so read the review for that. Now, NVIDIA recently came on record to state that, well, we're going to get quad-core processors on Android really soon as this quarter. This quarter is about to be over, so not really sure if that's going to be real. We've been waiting for Kal-El to be released for the longest time, but still, they promised it. Let's hope they keep that promise, and hopefully we'll see something at MWC, and we probably could see a couple of devices running it. We already know that HTC devices are bringing quad-core processors as of their new batch coming up, so hopefully that's going to be the case. Okay, so that does it for what's hot. Let's continue on with what's not, and well, it seems that Motorola can't stop disappointing. Google just bought the company, or so it will soon, and you'd think that the parent company would either do something for their new son company and at least get them to release updates for their phones quickly, but if you recently saw the post about when devices are getting Ice Cream Sandwich, it's pretty much going to be Q3 2012. Now, I know a lot of you are disappointed because, well, you bought the Droid Razr expecting, yes, it will get Ice Cream Sandwich whenever Ice Cream Sandwich got announced, and you were probably expecting that to happen in the next couple of months, but no, it's pretty much going to happen almost a year after the device gets released. So it's really sad to see that Moto can't really get up their mojo, or whatever. That's it for today's show. Thank you very much for watching. I'm Jaime Rivera. Remember to give us a thumbs up if you like what you saw. That's it for now.